The Walt Disney Resorts have lots of great restaurants, and we're going to help you pick the top 5 that you definitely should eat at. Come along with us. Welcome back to the Carousel of Douglas. As you might know, if you are regular here, we love our Disney restaurants. Michelle and I have eaten at restaurants all over Disney property, and we have narrowed them down to some of our favorites. We're going to be sending out some of our favorite lists coming up shortly. We're going to do today's, which is the Disney Resorts. We're going to give out another list soon, which is inside the parks, and then we're going to narrow it down to just Disney Springs. We're going to bring you along with us. We're going to tell you our favorite restaurants and why we like them, and hopefully you can get a reservation there. Remember, you can always call 407-WDW-DINE or go on mydisneyexperience.com and book your restaurants 60 days out from when you want to eat there. And by the way, we recommend doing the 60-day out thing. It really does help. Anyway, let's get to the list. Our top 5 Disney Resort restaurants. Before we get rolling, I do want to give out one honorable mention, and that honorable mention is going to go to the Hoop-Dee-Doo musical Revue. Michelle and I absolutely love that. It's dinner and a show. It's got great all-you-can-eat barbecue and beans and cornbread and strawberry short cake. If you haven't seen the show, you just got to go see it. It's great. The reason it didn't make the list is because Michelle and I have not had a chance to get back there since the closure, and it reopened literally the day we were leaving the last time we were there. So we're going to work our best to get back into that restaurant so we can give it a real full review, but I'll tell you, we do love it. We just haven't been in a while, so we didn't want to put it on this list, but check out Hoop-Dee-Doo musical Revue. All right, in the number 5 spot, we have, at the Contemporary Resort, Steakhouse 71. If you thought we were going to say California Grill, we were. Michelle asked me to not put it in the top 5 because currently it has a prefix menu, and she is not a fan of prefix menus. And I actually have to be honest with you, I kind of agree. There's way less choices, and unfortunately, it doesn't really work for us. But Steakhouse 71 is incredible. We ate there recently for lunch and could not believe it. Michelle got this drink the size of her head. Check it out.
All right, well, Michelle and I are having a good laugh about this. She ordered the 1971 Sunset, which is Herradura Reposado Tequila, tropical juices, rosemary simple syrup, and house-made grenadine. But the one little thing I want to point out is that here's my hand, there's the drink. It says it serves 2 to 4 guests. They offered Michelle to have an option with for herself, and she said, no, I want this version. I want the 2 to 4 version. She's sharing it with Grogu.
Yeah, we were totally rolling. It was so funny. But the food was just phenomenal. Service was even better. And it's a lot of the waiters who poured it over from the Wave of American Flavors. And they've always had great service in that restaurant. And Steakhouse 71, with the plussed up food and the great menu, is at number 5. Coming in at number 4 on the list is Ohana at the Polynesian Village Resort. We really don't need to tell you. The breakfast there is amazing. We had that there with friends on our last trip, and we also on our last trip did the dinner. It is just phenomenal. With the breakfast, you get your standard breakfast foods, but you do get a Mickey waffle that has Stitch on it, which I think is pretty awesome. And it just keeps coming. And also, Pog juice. Fantastic. But for the dinner, they used to do meat skewers. They don't do that anymore. However, they do still come around with those amazing wings, the noodles. Oh, the noodles. They're so good. The pot stickers. And then you have a large chimichurri beef and chicken and all kinds of other options that come to your table. And then it ends with the banana pudding. Oh my God. It is so phenomenal. That banana bread pudding is just, it's so good. You really need to check out Ohana. That is a very, very difficult reservation to get. So make sure you go for it on your 60-day mark, or you're probably not going to get in. They do have some cancellations, but they'll never have walk-up space ever available. Check it out also. Breakfast has finally also gotten its character meal back, where you can meet Lilo, Stitch, and Mickey Mouse. It's pretty awesome. Okay, coming in at number 3, my personal favorite steakhouse on all of property, Yachtsman Steakhouse. Oh, it's just so good. Yachtsman Steakhouse, we have never had an inconsistent meal in Yachtsman Steakhouse, and we've eaten there a lot because I love their steak. They butcher their steaks in-house. They have a room. You can watch them doing it. They have this bread, this pull-apart bread that's just to die for. Everything on the menu is good. Anytime I've ever sent somebody to Yachtsman, I said, don't worry about what you get. You will love it. Yachtsman Steakhouse, excellent service, fantastic setting, easy to walk to from Epcot, so it's a really good reservation to make if you're on an Epcot day, and just, you're gonna absolutely enjoy every last mouthful. Go to Yachtsman Steakhouse. You will not regret it. All right, I'm sorry to do this to you, but Michelle and I could not decide. So we have a tie for first place. So coming in first place, part A, is Topolino's Terrace, Michelle's #1 restaurant in the resorts. I couldn't convince her to go with mine, so we had to make a tie. Topolino's Terrace has some of the best dinner we have ever eaten, with an amazing view, beautiful setting, and the cocktails are exquisite in this restaurant. It's also a great place to meet with friends because it's quiet and relaxed, and the waitstaff is just so knowledgeable, and they love their food there. Topolino's Terrace also has an amazing character breakfast. We haven't had a chance to go there yet, but anybody we know who's ever had that character breakfast raves about it. So you want to check that character breakfast out. Is that what you're looking for? A lot of people say it beats Chef Mickey's by a landslide. So Topolino's Terrace, part 1 of first place. And finally, part 2 of first place, my personal favorite restaurant in all of property is Jiko, the cooking place, in the Animal Kingdom Lodge. Oh, the wild boar tenderloins. They just melt in your mouth. Their macaroni and cheese there, I know that sounds ridiculous, but their macaroni and cheese there is so amazing. I got the recipe and made it for Michelle for Valentine's Day one year. It's so good. The white truffle mac and cheese, oh, just so good. And one of the coolest parts about it is the South African wine selection. They do wine like no other restaurant out there. Probably second to Wine Bar George in Disney Springs for the wines, but no other resort has the ability to handle wines like Jiko does. I love it there. Jiko's food is amazing. Michelle has never had a bad meal. They're extremely good with handling some of her picky choices when she goes for food, and they just never ever have a bad meal. So, first place, Topolino's Terrace and Jiko, the cooking place. There's our top 5. So there you have it, folks, our top 5 Disney resort restaurants. We hope that we've helped you make some decisions on where you should eat at those Disney resorts. Don't count them out. Don't just eat in the parks. Trust us, some of the best restaurants on property are in those resorts. You should check them out. Hey, we do a lot of food reviews here. You should check out the playlist. It's probably gonna pop up right about now. And if you could please hit that like and subscribe button, we'd really, really appreciate it. You should just check out our latest video on Jungle Skipper. We'd really appreciate that too. Anyway, we don't like to say goodbye around here because we're gonna see you real soon. So we say, see you bye.